COVID-19 cases statewide is being reflected in school districts, forcing many in our area to make some pretty tough decisions.
Two Partyville school buildings are closed today after 3 positive COVID cases as other area schools prepare to reopen this week. Madeline O'Neill tells us how districts are finding that balance between face-to-face learning and safety. Maddie?
Right, well, the Partyville area superintendent says that those 3 cases didn't come from within the schools, but are more likely linked to the recent uptick of cases we've seen statewide. And of course, they're not the only school district learning how to navigate through this.
There's no playbook for it.
Without much past experience to draw on, Broadhead School District Superintendent Lenny Loix says he and his team can only plan to be flexible.
We worked all summer to set up a 3-tiered plan.
At the start of the semester, the district settled on all face-to-face instruction, but quickly shifted to all virtual learning at the high school when several students tested positive for COVID-19 following a get-together the weekend before school started.
And we got to see how fast something like that can spread.
23 total students ended up testing positive.
Would have been out of control if we went to shut everything down.
We were going fine until over the weekend.
Partyville area school district superintendent Gus Knitt says contact tracing has cleared the high school to reopen Thursday after its recent case. But the elementary school will need to stay closed until October 12th because its 2 cases may have exposed more people.
It's that constant balancing act.
Knitt expects to continue walking that line, erring on the side of safety.
We try to make sure that we are prepared to make that transition as smoothly as possible when we have to go to all virtual.
After 3 weeks of closure, the Broadhead High School will reopen at 50% capacity this week, following more deep cleaning and no more evidence of virus transmission.
All the students that were in that initial batch of students will all be cleared and out of quarantine and out of isolation.
Loix says closing again is a real concern, but this year is a lesson in adaptability.
As sad as it is, it's a matter of time for everybody. Well, I think almost everybody will go through this situation at one time or another.
Partyville's superintendent says reopening those buildings will involve plenty of deep cleaning. He also mentioned that one of the main reasons that the elementary school will need to stay closed is because many of the teachers were possibly exposed to the virus.